always be yourself. Unless you can be Batman. Then be Batman. Or maybe just be yourself.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
We got so intimidated writing this script, we gave up and we interviewed an actual psychologist and an actual medical doctor. And those pros took this seriously. Overcoming childhood trauma. When discussing childhood trauma, our psychologist asked, how severe is the trauma? We responded, seeing both your parents shot to death in front of you when you were 8 severe?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
We learned the most important thing to consider when dealing with childhood trauma is emotional safety. Our psychologist said Batman should confide in someone that feels safe.
Wait a minute.
We got suspicious. Like a psychologist? We asked the psychologist. To his credit, he said no. It could be anyone as long as they feel safe.
Alfred. Yes, sir. Thanks.
And he counts! We asked. Medical self-diagnosis. For our doctor, we got a hospitalist, which is perfect. They don't have general practices. They just help people that are so f***ed up they need to be hospitalized.
Did you get mauled by a tiger?
It was a dog.
Huh?
It was a big dog.
We asked if you are incredibly intelligent. We're talking genius-level IQ. Does that warrant self-diagnosis? Our hospitalist said no. And that's it. Then they just stared at us. P.T.G. Our psychologist must have seen some shit because he said Batman was working through his trauma in a positive way.
Yes, it's my rules.
Positive results from a traumatic event is apparently a thing. It's called post-traumatic growth. Our shrink said, being helpless as a child, Batman took control of his situation and became an Avenger.
What?
We said, wait. What? Turns out he meant Avenger like a protector, not like Dr. Druid or Squirrel Girl. The Avengers will take anybody. But the psychologist was clear that Batman's a unique case. For most people, putting on tights and running down alleys would be considered avoidance. Same deal as drinking booze to ignore your problems.
You don't want to drink oat? Yep, there you go. That liver.
If you refuse to go to the doctor,
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
there are plenty of reasons Batman should see a doctor, but the ones that concerned our hospitalists the most were explosions / car crashes / falling off buildings. Maybe because when our doctor asked how high a building, we answered 10 stories or more.
You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
The concern was internal injuries. Our doctor said the injured person would need a CT scanner. We said, Batman has one. The doctor said, well, how can he read it? We said, because he's Batman.
You're right about that.
The doctor said, what if it revealed he has a spleen laceration? We said, Alfred could stitch that up. Our doctor said, he'd be f***ing done. Yeah, our doctor swore. He's the best. Perpetual isolation. Okay, when we asked about Batman's continuous isolation, the psychologist stopped us. Were we talking about isolation or solitude?
Must you be the only lonely man-beast in town?
Isolation is a cutoff from society, but solitude is an individual choice and can be productive and positive. To which we said, oh shit! At this point, and we are not lying, a second psychologist had joined us. They were so into this. Psych number 2 added, Batman spends his time alone forming emotional attachments to his work instead of people because it's safer. He doesn't want to lose someone else he loves. And our brain exploded. General checkups. We couldn't believe this. Our medical doctor was not concerned Batman wasn't getting general checkups. He said checkups like colonoscopies or cancer screenings aren't necessary at Batman's age.
Fair enough.
But he didn't look happy about it, so we said, look, Doc, Batman is smart and responsible. We assume when he needs a colonoscopy, he'll go see Dr. Fate. Sleep deprivation. We asked the hospitalist what the effects of extreme sleep deprivation were. Like if you're crazy socially active every day and run a marathon and crash a car every night. The doctor said, poor mental acuity. We said,
No.
Batman doesn't have that. The doctor said, decreased reaction time or substance abuse. We said,
Wrong on both counts.
then he said, well, the most common behavior associated with sleep deprivation is irritability. To which we said, bingo! go!
That's my cross to bear.
If we got any facts wrong, please let us know in the comments. If we nailed it, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. Most importantly, thanks for watching.
Holy bat logic.